Experience with Fireball. I am so excited about today's show. I have an exciting show planned for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in. Like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are heading to the Queen's Den, and the Queens are going to share some juicy tips and secrets about love, sex, and situationships. So grab you a glass of wine while the ladies get comfortable, because today we are going to talk about what love got to do with it. We will be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Releasing me from
so
that.
Listen, guys, listen, let me tell you, if he's married, if he's in a relationship,
let him go, man.
Do not enter into that situation.
Let him go.
Because he's in that, right? I don't care what he tells you. Oh, she ain't.
He just sleep the night.
He's still up.
He's still up every night.
Or I'm there for the kids.
Whatever the excuse is, he's still there.
He's there.
Still there.
He's all right with you.
And then let's talk about this. He's just not that into you. You know, I know some of us, we don't want to, listen, me as Fireball, I've had men who are just not that into me. And that's okay. Because I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Gotcha.
That's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Listen, y'all have to begin to do the self-work where you are so confident in yourself that you understand that what you have to offer is not for everybody.
No, it's not.
So what I have to offer is not for everybody.
No, it's not.
Because I have some conditions.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And if you can't understand what my condition, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not your cup of tea. And maybe because of that, you're not that into me.
No.
I'm okay with that.
I love that.
I'm okay with that.
I love that.
Move on.
I love
Let's
that.
move on.
He's not that into you. I think another thing, how can somebody, you only can get out what you put in. So ladies, one of the things, this may be a little bit TMI, but did you know that what you put into your body has a direct proportion linked to what comes out of your vagina as a discharge?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I'm
indeed.
dead serious. So when I say what you put out, is what you put in is the only thing that could come out. What if you looked at that the same way with your mind, which comes out of your mouth? The same way with all those men that are entering inside of you because you just want to get a quick fix and have instant gratification versus delayed gratification. So now you got all these spirits with you and you're trying to be with somebody who's really for you, but you are connected to all these other people. Now you're confused.
Don't do that.
Confused. Sorry, confused.
Guys, let me tell you, this is listen, we just want to help y'all find love in 2021.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm talking about myself. I'm okay with myself on the chopping block.
Let's look at what this look like. Guys who have fear of commitment, right?
Oh, geez.
You know, like I've had guys who told me they have a fear of commitment. Okay.
I've never had that. I'm young, so it's like we just so ready to be committed. When does it become they have a fear, or maybe they not?
I know, no, because what I realized is that I think some men who have had situations. They've had things where they put it all on the line. And when they put it on the line, it wasn't. Remember that male ego we talked about? So sometimes when men have an ego and that ego is not met with love, they don't know how to handle that. So anytime they start to feel some kind of way, they start to pull back.
You're right.
They start to pull back. And you know those men because they will start arguments with you for no fucking reason. They will find every reason in order to.
But you know what though? It's so sad because the dude I used to deal with, he would tell me, "Babe, I'm trying to fight with him tonight so I could come by you, make sure you're straight." Like,
wait, what you said again?
Yeah.
He would tell me, "Babe, I'm trying to find a way to get to you tonight. I'm about to start an argument
with her
to get to me." And I was like, "Oh, look at how much he is like trying to just make this work for me. He loves me. Gosh, I don't even know why he's with her. If she wouldn't try to kill herself,
and you thought
he wouldn't get her.
Yeah,
I just knew I was. Y'all
let
see
me
where I'm
tell
at.
y'all, ladies, guys, let me tell you that is toxic. Get free.
I couldn't wait either.
You're not. That's
I would
not.
made him some
He's
lamb
not
chops
it.
and everything. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait for him to come." You think he came?
No.
He
didn't work out.
No,
A couple times he would, but most of the times it wouldn't work.
He's not it. All right, and guys who are in several relationships.
Oh,
several relationships. Poly, let me tell you some poly guys or these people who like everybody.
Yeah.
You know, see now that's the thing. You know, everybody want to swing and thing and all the stuff. You know, that's cool.
That's fine.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Man, I
Ma'am.
ain't never seen that. Do that.
Listen, let's watch this video.
Okay.
The man you want is in the choir and he clapping and it look like this.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
If he double and triple clapping, that ain't your man.
Not the circle clap.
Circle class, the tambourine.
Listen to
You got the
me.
tambourine going?
There is this new thing, and I'm not hating on those poly people, so y'all don't have to comment under my little link and say all this little stuff.
Right.
I'm not, listen
Yeah,
to me.
straight up.
I'm not hating on you. I appreciate you guys who tell us ahead of time. That's what you do.
Right. You tell us
understand what I'm
ahead of
saying?
time. We good with
But
that.
the people that's still in the closet,
The DL.
you know, those DL people who want everybody, that's fine.
Can I ask y'all a question?
What you say?
What about men that have been in the feds? See, I work in the criminal justice. I create policy to change laws with our criminal justice system currently in the state of Louisiana. God, won't He do it? Thank you, Lord. From the pole to the podium. God, won't you do it? Thank you, Lord. So, I like to bring humor to it, but I'm dead serious. It's true. That's my true story.
Yeah.
So, what I see though is that men that get out the feds, I've had 2 men that were in the feds and both asked to fuck me in the ass. I don't know if that's too much TMI for this. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's not.
But it's cool to do it one time. But the amount of times that
You
the
get
brother
more ass
wanted
action
to
than
do
that.
it,
Yeah.
or the way that he liked when I gripped my hands around the back of his gluteus maximus, it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a question.
What's the question?
What's the
How do
question?
you tackle that?
Tackle that. You
Question.
just put on your clothes and go out the door.
So, so listen, that depends, you know,
So
because
is that even a question?
some of you,
Right, answer
like,
your own.
okay, so if you poly, you okay with
But it's
that.
okay
That's
to do it in the
fine.
butt. If
That's
you're
okay. You
It's
know,
okay.
If you're straight, is it a man? Do straight men just
Listen
want
to
to do
me.
it in the
So-
butt all the
so
time?
listen
So female, yeah. No, not all the time.
listen to me.
Not all the time.
If a man like ass more than he like vagina, he
Yeah.
likes men.
Yeah.
He likes
Oh.
men.
Yeah, you gonna
He
say like
like
that. Not all the
everybody,
time.
right? So let's just put that out there. Listen to me.
Oh.
Because most heterosexual men, right, they like vagina. Right.
Because we both got booty holes, so why you want that if I got something you don't offer? You
Because
just
he
want
didn't
the
have some
vagina.
booty holes up
In the feds.
That's
That's
what I meant.
what
Okay, you just
I
had
just
he
was
had a lot.
wondering.
He didn't let taste of that.
He had a lot of booty holes, you know. So listen.
I'm just wondering.
Listen. I'm not, you know, I have not had anal sex, right? So, no, I tried. I did try. I
Married for
tried.
17 years.
I tried, guys. But I have a great vagina.
Yeah.
So listen. I have never.
Commercial break.
Never. But listen to me. Listen, I tried, right?
Okay.
And so the thing is, if he wants that more than he wants a vagina,
Okay.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
I was just thinking, because I'm a young woman, and like all the older women I'm around, they're saying things like, you need to play with yourself, because once you come, you ain't worried about a man, your mindset different.
Girl,
I've
who
never
says?
done that. They also say that like you need to like buy you a dildo so you don't have to worry about no nigga. And like I'm hearing these things. I was a part of a retreat. And
They
we
lying.
just had a conversation, but I've held that
they lying.
for like months, and I'm like, should I buy
Let
a
me tell
dildo?
y'all,
Should I
women,
play with
listen, I
myself?
want y'all
It
to
does not
comment.
feel natural to me.
I want you to comment.
for
Let me
myself.
tell you something, because a dildo can't hug you while he's stroking. I'm
But
just saying.
sometimes you don't want
You know,
nobody
he
to
can't
hug
grip
you and all
you,
that.
but you know, he can't grip you that tight. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Sometimes you don't want all that.
Listen,
You want to go over and go to sleep.
I need the whole experience.
Nah.
You know, listen.
Sometimes you ain't in that situation yet.
Yes, sometimes, but you know, every now and again.
But
you know,
what about
I
if-
need to?
They were telling me in the form of a man masturbates if he really likes you before he comes, so he can see the full you and not be
heard
sexually
it.
into you. I've heard that
Yeah, I heard
many times. So
Yes.
she was saying to me, she was like, okay, as a woman, you worried about dick? I'm like, well, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Well, technically. So I didn't know, because I was like, you know, but when I realized it, I'm like, damn, if I took the dick out of the situation, like honestly, all the other stuff really wouldn't even be a build-up, because it's like we going out to eat, we going to do all this because I know I'm gonna get some dick, like you know what I'm saying. But like, and if it just be you dating, you know what I'm saying. If it's a boyfriend, cool too, because it's a fun night, you know what I'm saying. Even for my period, depending if we're going to the shower or not. But I'm saying, anyways.
Yeah,
so
make
what I'm
that
saying
thing-
was, what I'm saying was, all that to bring the question about of just like trying to understand that when you have this intimacy with somebody, and y'all are dealing like that, you know what I'm saying? I forgot my time.
That's okay.
Well,
So this is what this is.
What you talking about? That's what you talking about.
This is the thing,
That's what you
ladies.
talking about.
What I
Try to
want
get
you
back on.
guys to understand is this, right? Understand what your man wants, right?
Okay.
If he wants you in this one, and that one, and that one, and that one, because he that has that appetite, that one, if that's what you, if you're okay with that, then that's your man, right?
And be okay with it if you say you're okay with it.
But if you're not okay with it, you can't change him, baby.
No.
You just can't.
He may cover it up, but he ain't gonna change.
He's not gonna change. Pay attention. Discern what you're seeing.
Right.
If you seeing it, that's what it is, right?
Some people
Flight
see it and not cover it
trips.
up.
Men who argue just so they can leave.
That's what you just said.
Oh shit.
I'ma argue with
That's a
her so I
real
can come
thing.
see you.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
what I'm
thing.
saying. But he gonna store something. So he can storm out the house and make it.
Or he can not call you or whatever. Or you acting funny, you doing this, that, and
Yeah,
that.
let me tell y'all,
So I ain't gotta
listen,
talk to you
all of this is about manipulation.
Wow.
Right? So we gotta pay attention to this in 2021.
And you know what? It's crazy because I had somebody who did that to somebody else, and I actually didn't look at it like that. But if he'll do it to her, he'll do it to me.
Yes,
And, like,
indeed.
But that here, let me ask y'all this question, because as a woman who was dating somebody who had got into a relationship, who let him still be in both monogamous, relationships, and then was kind of put in a side piece position because the other chick did not want to know what was going on. I actually looked at those type of things like, well, he tell me the truth. He don't lie to me. One, we'll talk through that. Number two, I was like, he got a lot of that just to come by me. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool because like, he ain't lying to me. Y'all, to that woman, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for doing that to myself. I'm sorry for doing that to whomever she was.
You know-
Yeah.
But like, what made my mindset? How did he get me to believe in that? Because now I'm not. Oh.
Yeah.
They love
That-
when you
let me
look
tell you,
insecure about something.
Because
At the time.
sex.
Well, I only
sex
like to
does
deal with one man. So like, if you have that man that you used to and intimate with, I was a rape victim,
You
and
get used
I've
to
done
it.
a lot. I've done a lot. I've been pimped, and I never really always had tricks and shit because I was a stripper. So I never had a relationship that I took serious, except that one.
Yeah.
So I told him.
How long that was?
About 9 months. And all the other stuff before that was just, I wasn't faithful.
Yeah.
But I was faithful to him.
So the thing is with that, it's just that, if what you want is not a commitment or a relationship, then that's cool.
Right, and that's what my
But if you
society
want
is.
something more,
I'm not a fan of
then
that.
he ain't it.
But how do you let that go to then wait with nothing? For what's it?
You gotta do
Like
the
what
work.
you doing right now?
You gotta do the work.
Oh.
You gotta work.
Oh.
Like what you doing right now?
Keep
Baby.
busy.
Baby,
Okay, so you know
gotta-
what?
Not just keep busy, because I think that's
No.
no, because you can be
Well, that's
everything
not
and do everything, but when you get inside,
I got my
all that
babies.
busy work is nothing, right? You when you get inside, the
Yeah.
real you
I'm gonna
starts
take-
to feel everything that
texting.
you want, right? That's right. Let me
The
tell you
exes start
something.
texting and the
You
DMs
have
start
to work
popping.
on you. Men who are unstable, like men who are unstable, who do all kinds of things. They're never there. They're never there when you need them. You ain't
Yeah. Wait on your boys. I'm telling you I was gonna let TikTok.
That's right.
Waiting on your boy.
Your boys.
Wait on
You
it.
might meet his cousin.
Oh, boys.
Beat your ass, cheat on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a fuck about your ass
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I got
And-
you.
Broke
and-
ass,
And
wait on the
listen,
right mama.
and a man who doesn't welcome you to his world is a man who has a lot to hide. Right? So let me explain something to you, ladies. If you've been dating a guy and he has a lot of excuses on why you ain't met nobody, that's because somebody else is there. Okay?
Wow.
All right. So let me free you, because I dated a guy for a while, and we travel the world together. I can call. I need this done, that done, whatever. But I never ever was welcome to his world. Is there another woman? Do I know that for sure? No. But guess what? I'm going to assume. And I decided that I would just remove myself from the situation.
Yeah.
Because what you can't give me is truth.
Right.
Because truth lies where you live.
Yeah.
Truth lies where you live. If a
Right
man
there.
doesn't welcome you to his world, where he lives, there's something there to hide.
That's right.
And even if it's not another woman, it's something there that he has to hide.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know what? You just made me have a revelation, because there's a guy, he's celibate, he's a man of God, he's my friend. The first time that we linked up, he flew me to his house, and like, we just kind of stayed in the house. But my friend was like, girl, don't let him just follow your house and keep you in the house. You gotta take you out. Stuff. He ain't fly you out there, just fuck you. He was celibate. We never had sex. We did devotionals. He's the reason why I do morning daily devotionals today. I never saw him until you just said
I said the same thing to a girl.
Oh my God.
I said the same thing to her.
Like-
I told her to take a picture of that guy, put him on the refrigerator, put him around in the house, and make sure
I
whatever.
didn't even think about it. Like we built a business together. Like
Right.
we you know, we don't. I never like he cannot call me back for 3 days. I know he's working. I know he's doing God's work. Like it's not me saying that. It's the way that he makes me feel. My ex. Why the fuck you not calling me back? I know you saw my FaceTime. Sorry.
3 times.
Even y'all saw that though. My ex, like that triggered me.
But listen,
into that energy.
Listen, guys, we're being honest with you because we want to make sure that you get free in 2021. So, right, you know, we've had a lot of issues. We've had a lot of issues. And 2020 gave us an opportunity to be real with ourselves.
Yes.
So in 2021, we got to get free.
Yeah.
So we're going to take another break. But ladies, we're going to talk about us when we come back. Royal Experience with Fireball. And I still have with us Ms. Shamitria Gonzalez and Ms. Trishelle Danielle. This is not just for the ladies. I recently dated someone who needed to do the same thing. And so can we say to that own self, be true? Know thyself and work on you, right? In this episode right now, we're going to watch Shamitria's clip. And with Shamitria, you know, I want you guys to look at the steps that she outlines. And just make sure that you pay attention. But in her steps, she says, make sure that you look in the mirror. Dissect yourself and then protect your surroundings. But I'm going to add to that, right? Be okay with being alone. If you do not like you,
Amen.
how the hell do you expect somebody else to like you? Do the work and get free. Pour into yourself. What you will look at, if you look at the whole video, you can always go back and look at Shamitria's page and look at pour into yourself. Do what you need to do in order to fill the void. And get that inner joy that a man, so that a man will be only an addition and not the whole meal. You don't want him to be the whole meal, right? Because that's too taxing on a man. Y'all a burden. You don't want burden.
No burden.
Right?
Remember,
that's right. So remember, we talked about earlier about being able to share the load, right? He needs his ego stroked. You need your feelings, you know, respected, right? So therefore, we have to be able to give, but don't give too much. You don't want your feelings to overload the whole situation, right? So when he comes, relax, relate, release. And be anxious for nothing, but through prayer and supplication, make your requests known and let God do the rest. So relax, ladies. Listen, relate. A man will tell you everything you need to know. Shut up, sis. Let the man talk. Don't create your own scenario. When a man tells you something, you know, one of the things that we do all the time.
Make up our own story.
Is we make up,
I don't want to be with you anymore. But that means that he just needs some time.
No,
he said, I don't want to be with you.
When he said that shit, he meant that.
What you say? We need to see other people? No.
We showed
I'm gonna see the judge because we
Thank
ain't seeing other people.
There you go.
What you say?
Thank you, baby. Listen to me. Y'all, when the man tell you something, listen to him. Because he's expressing his truth.
My baby daddy said, stop trying. I grew up in a household where I felt like I was adopted several times. People loved me that I don't even know. And so I have a love for people and children that is out of this world. So when I say I want to be a great baby mother to you and I want us to still go to the park with my son, I still want us to, his love for me was too strong that he literally meant leave me alone. Stop trying. And I thought that meant that I still tried. And he would cuss me out and stuff. And he would be really angry with me. And I would be like, you know, well, like, why you mad at me? It didn't work out with us, but like, why can't I be your friend? And then it took a man to tell me, I'm gonna be your fucking friend, so leave him alone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, but that's my son's father. He said,
What I said was,
leave me alone.
So
And it
what
works.
he
It works
said-
now. It works now.
What he said
We're
is
good.
what it is.
It's what it
Right?
is.
Don't create your situation. Don't create a situationship for yourself.
Yep.
Release your inhibitions and your expectations and live in the moment. If you want that moment from that man, take it. That's good. That's your choice. But do not trick yourself
Yeah.
into understanding that it's anything more.
okay.
It is anything more.
Please.
Listen to this video.
And one thing I learned about a woman, if a woman loves you, she will do anything. But you got to get her to that point. A lot of you brothers not getting her to that point because you never bond with your woman. A lot of you brothers are not feeling me because you're dealing with 4 and 5 women. And if you're dealing with 4 and 5 women, I can show you 4 and 5 women that are lacking something. Because if you're doing the job right with one woman, you won't have time for another goddamn woman. You hear me? You need to have your woman fucked up mentally. Your woman should be crazy about you today as she was when she first met you. If your woman at home, you need to call her. She need to drop the phone. Ring. Hello? This is my man. Hold on. Hey, babe. That's what your woman need to be.
I
So
love that.
listen to me.
I
Let
love
me
that.
tell you guys. So ladies, we talked a lot about men who are not for you, but a man who is for you, he's gonna pour into you, right? He's gonna do what it needs to be done. He got you, right? A man who just gets you. You ever had a man that just gets you?
Oh, yes.
Right? You know, even your bullshit. Because ladies, y'all know we got bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk a lot about men, but we got bullshit.
We do.
You know,
We go too far sometimes.
That's right.
Way too far.
We go, yeah, we say some shit we shouldn't say. We do some shit we shouldn't.
Shouldn't have did it.
You know?
Shit.
So a man who just gets you and lets you be you.
Yeah.
And then
that's the
intimidated
one
by
you wanna
you.
keep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Insecure and all that.
And that's
Can I ask though? So
Yes.
I'm a little younger than you ladies, just a little bit. But that age comes with a different mindset because the propaganda that has been put to us wasn't that Sade and it wasn't Queen Latifah's and it wasn't those Patti LaBelle's and women like that. It was you know, I'm not gonna say no names. You know, it was all at Megan's and y'all.
You know,
Oh man.
and what I know is that men always like ass, right? They like
That's
ass,
true,
they like
but-
beautiful women, they like all of that. That's fine, right? But the woman that he plans his future with is not this, right? But I'm gonna just be honest with you, because even I'm a woman who I have male friends, like
Yeah.
genuinely
Yeah.
male friends, right? And they tell me stuff,
Yeah.
right? And they tell me the women they like, they tell me the women they don't like.
Yeah.
They tell me the women they want to fuck.
Yeah.
They tell me the women they just want to suck their dick. They
Yeah.
just tell me everything.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You know, and the thing about it is, all of that stuff is good.
Yeah.
That's surface. Right. When they start to talk about the woman they really, really want, it's the woman who knows herself. It's the woman, it's the woman who can pour.
But my question to you guys as a younger lady is that you cannot escape environment. So people don't know we operate 90% out of our subconscious mind and 10% out of our consciousness. That means that after 14 times of you doing something, seeing something, hearing something, it becomes a part of you. Have you ever done, and didn't even know why? It's the same reason a female shakes and does the busted challenge but don't know why. It's the same reason the female is up there trying to show her ass off and doing stuff because she says, I see that girl doing it and that girl is popular. That girl has likes, so I'm going to do that. But unfortunately what she doesn't see is that girl is sponsored to do that. That girl is not that girl. That girl is a brand.
Paid. That's right.
A
That girl
brand.
get paid.
And that girl is also married.
That's right.
While she's telling you to just get from nigga to nigga and hop to hop. So that, here's my question to y'all. When we talk about all those qualities that you gave of a man that's for you, that's not what's taught to us. So how do we identify with that? Because they don't say that. They say get a nigga that fuck you right and then leave him. And then you gotta go to my bed and live my it don't make sense to me. And as a young girl, I'm a little embarrassed to grow up with those leaders as our kind of gist of what we are. Like,
so the thing is this, they're not leaders. They're artists.
but they are because that's who's they got the platform and
They're
they
artists.
building our babies.
You know,
up.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
But what we're having is women who are hurt. continuously. And it's not that us as older women are not hurt too, because we, again, buy into bullshit. And then also too is that men see, they're visual. They're visual. So what happens is we get into the service room and we forget that there's bait to dangle.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? You got, so the thing about it is, it's not that Megan and Cardi B are bad. It's not that. You got to learn how to be everything. And let me tell you, the sponsor for this show has taught me that.
Okay.
This woman makes wigs. And she said, like, listen to me. She said something. She said, look, who you want today, daddy? So if you want a short hair chick, you want a blonde, you want a red,
I love that.
whatever you want a Rastafarian, what you want, baby.
Blind,
listen, get it from our sponsor,
I feel
Extensions and Flow Salon. Listen to me, baby. If you want to bring some variety in the bedroom, she make wigs.
Oh, hey.
Yes, indeed. Whoever you want to be today, that's what you gonna be. Break it up. If you want bust it open at home, bust it open, baby. Bust it.
Hole in the closet.
Listen, do it all. Listen.
Big get your dollars ready. That's the rent money.
But wait, let's not get confused though. This is a married woman.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Married.
right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is the thing, right? We're
Yes.
talking about. We're not just
Yes.
talking about men who we can't be with, but the men who are. You want men who support you, who not intimidated by what you do. He ain't a fan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he's a hater, but I'm just saying he's not a fan.
Right.
You don't want a man who's a groupie.
Can I tell you what I was reading last night? Remember when I was telling you about Cinderella syndrome? I didn't know what our show was going to be about today, but I looked it up again one more time. Cinderella syndrome means that every single show since we have grown up for the last 20 decades has been, as a child, with princesses and all those things, have built up a syndrome in all women, no matter what color you are, that a man is going to save you, that a man is going to complete you. And so I really wanted to just bring that in. Before we talk about all this stuff with a good man, let's fix that syndrome in our head to know that that's not what it is. That's not what it's going to be.
You gotta fix it. You gotta do the work, right? Because the thing about it, we're gonna have situations. We're gonna have things that are gonna happen, and that's going to not let you be the best you, right? So he's already gonna see the bad in you, right? But the man that's for you is going to accept the bad because you've done the work on the back end, right?
You trying to get better.
You doing
You
the
wanna
work.
be
You're
better for him.
trying. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love him, he's gonna work on you.
Anything.
And if you love her, you gonna work on you, right? And and this is the other thing, ladies. A man who is honest with you, good or bad, good or bad. This is where some of y'all mess up, right? Y'all write off the men who are honest with you because he's not saying the things that you want to
Oh,
say.
Right, that's right.
What if you're a side piece though, and he being honest with you, but you can't?
Well, if you're a side piece and he's in a relationship, remember we already talked about he's not available.
You're right. You're not available.
Right?
So we
But
won't
if a
have
man
to
who
think
is single and he straight up tells you he is not ready, or he's doing this, or even if you're dating him and he's saying, okay, look, this is what's going on with you. He's honest with you. He's giving you the choice.
Yes, ma'am.
He's giving you the choice, baby. So good or bad, you make a decision.
But see, women don't even like to make the decision when they say, baby, where you want to eat at. We don't even, like, that's hard. That take hours. I didn't got into an argument and we didn't even go out to eat. Because I didn't know where I wanted to eat. But you was going to bring me out. But
and let me tell you, I was listening to a video recently and it says that, we make men think too much. Men, that's not their thing. That's not the thing. Right? They don't want to think about the little small shit. Okay. They into saving the world. They're trying to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? They're trying not to get killed by the police.
Right.
So, they don't give a fuck about the little shit. So we gotta stop being so sensitive.
I feel you.
Give
so
them.
sensitive they get mad because we.
Yeah, and when I say sensitive, I mean like if he can't bring your favorite perfume because you didn't tell him, like you hinted around the shit, but you didn't never come straight out and say, okay, well look, I like such and such.
Right, or if a man, I've had this situation happen to where a man called me and he called and I was on a phone call and by the time I answered, he was like, baby, I'm so sorry. I was calling because I had called him previously. About an hour passed, he didn't answer. This is the same man who had another girlfriend who didn't trust him because she shouldn't because he was fucking with me. So the conditioning of him and her made him, when he called me, I ain't give a fuck. I'm like,
What's up?
You all right? I said, babe, you don't got to do that with me. Like, I don't, like, I trust you because we don't got a lot of each other.
Yeah.
Again, fucked up head said. I was wrong. But in my head, he had me so convinced. But it was what I told him, I've committed to that as a woman. Not to him, because we're done. But to any man that comes, you will never have to carry my feelings. You will know that when you call me, sometimes they don't know. I don't care if I've called you and 30 hours have passed or if you've called me and a day has passed.
Right.
My love for you, my commitment to
okay.
you, and my situation with you is not going to change.
That's
I said, so have peace to know that I'm okay. You don't got to carry my feelings. When I tell that man cried for the first time, he was, and like, it was a weird situation, but after that, I mean, he was still cheating and shit. But like, he just had never heard that. And he needed that peace in that
We
moment.
gotta be, you know, we gotta accept their honesty. You know, the thing is this: you have a right, you have a choice to make. But if he's honest with you, that doesn't mean throw him away. That just might mean not right now. Right?
Yes.
That means not right now. You know, and let his yeses be yes and his no's be no's. You know, a man who checks on you to make you better.
Yeah.
You know, that's him. The Mr. Right on time. Let's talk about him. Mr. Right on time. The man who shows up right when you need him.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
They're normally seasonal though, and you gotta know when to have them and when to
you
let
gotta
them go.
know, you know, give it time. We fall in love too damn fast.
Too fast.
You know,
Jesus.
stop. You know, say something. If y'all know that your vagina leads you, control it.
It's hard.
Control it.
Yeah.
You know, get you some dildos, get you some playtime, watch you some porn.
Yeah, that's when they come into play. That's when they come
Oh,
into play.
that's when
You know,
they was
you know,
talking
just
about.
get everybody
Okay.
You know, yeah, you gotta get the edge.
So
off.
instead of being a hoe, just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Okay.
You know, get your
Okay,
edge
that's
off.
what
Now,
that
and I'm not
meant.
saying
Okay.
if you want to screw a man, I don't judge.
But don't be a hoe.
Do you?
Only time a female will
But
screw a man is
when
when
you-
they man not doing right.
When you want to have sex,
When they make it.
right, and you just having an emotional feeling, just understand that that's what that is. Be honest with yourself to understand that that's what that is. I just need to get the edge off.
How do you tell the person that though? Because most
You don't
men
gotta
will.
tell them shit. They don't tell you nothing. You don't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just having a situation,
right.
right?
You're right.
But the
Okay.
problem is, if you want a relationship,
Okay.
you gotta understand where you're going. If you're just trying to get the edge off, that's what that is.
All right.
That's what that is.
Okay.
Right?
Mr.
when
Sandman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? You know, but you know, and-
Compartmentalize.
listen to me. We gotta be clear. We gotta be clear because
Okay.
a lot of times we make things into things that is not. You know, women we're notorious with creating situations. You done fuck the man, y'all in a whole relationship. That man don't even know.
Wow.
He don't even know y'all in a relationship. He just know y'all fucked. You know.
Oh, God.
So listen, if you just getting the edge off, knock that thing down. Know you to thine own self be true. Mr. Sandman, see the secret keeper. The dreams are safe with him. You know, when you find a man who you can tell anything to, pay attention to him. He may not be everything you want, but he is something that you need, right? So just take your time with him. Don't just write him off because he ain't everything you think he should be. Because the man who looks good don't necessarily
Amen.
be good. That don't mean he is good.
Amen.
Right? And sometimes the man who is good don't necessarily look good.
Yep.
Right? So let's think about that. Because in longevity, as a woman, we can make $1 out of 15 cents.
Sure can. Our 10% is someone else's 100. We keep it going, especially black women.
Y'all know we
You
can
built
make
like
some
that.
things. So if you want that man to be what you like and that's appealing to you, create that thing.
Yeah,
Right?
that's real.
If he's an investment. But if he's not an investment,
Let it go.
Let him go.
Let it go.
And find you something that you like.
And don't have fear of missing out, y'all. I promise you, fear is false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
The fear of missing out is just the fear of you not loving yourself and feeling like that void is not going to be complete. God has something for you that is so far than anything you could imagine. I promise you, you have to go there, and it's a place. If you went into yourself to love yourself and find the God inside of you and have that connection, the person who's for you will automatically be connected to you because it's already written. It's already destined. It's already done. Stop worrying about your plans. Go towards God, and through that, let Him order your steps. This is somebody who's talking to you who shouldn't be saying those words. So trust me.
Yeah, listen to me, ladies. You know, one of the things that they always say is that, you know, there's a lot of men to one, you know, a lot of women to one man.
Yeah.
I have
that's true.
never had a shortage.
No.
I can guarantee you. Listen to me. I'm one woman, and I guarantee you that I can just go right outside the door,
Yes.
you know, with my little black self, dark-skinned and all. Go right outside and grab a number.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And I'm not going to ask for it. They're going to ask for mine.
Yep.
Right? So you got to do the work on you. Work on you. Be confident in you. Know you. Invest in you. Because if you don't invest in you, he ain't either.
That's right.
You understand? So when you do the work, he will see the work that you're done, and he'll be like, that's somebody I want.
Yes.
That's somebody I'm going to work for.
Yes.
That's someone I'm going to invest in.
What is the work? Can you explain that?
The work is this. One is sitting inside with the real you. The pain you, the ugly you.
By yourself?
The pretty you, all of that. Yes, right by yourself. Because guess what? If you can't spend that time with you, who the fuck else is?
That's right.
Yeah.
If
But
you don't like you, who the fuck gonna like
Take
you?
all that off.
You know,
Take the wig
you
off,
take the wig off.
What if you feel
whatever
like
you
you
don't
love
like.
you, but you've just never done it? How do you start
That's right.
that?
Then
What's
you-
the start
so
to be
what
about
you
yourself?
do is you go in there, and when you get fresh out the shower, because you know you gotta wash your face,
Yeah,
take
yeah,
all the
yeah,
makeup
yeah,
off,
yeah,
take
yeah,
the
yeah.
wig off, you gotta do everything, right?
Yeah.
You gotta, because me, when I go home, I twist these little hairs up, and I have twist braids,
Right.
and I don't have no makeup on, no nothing, and I get out the shower, and I look at me, and I was like, and then I'm gonna tell you, I'll be like, my stomach getting real fat.
Right.
My little, but you know what?
My
You know one
thighs
thing I
big.
never question is my character.
Mm,
Right?
I love that.
never
I love
question my
that.
character. You know why? Because when I look at myself, I say, you know what? I love who I am.
Yes.
And if there's something about me that I don't like, I just change it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just fucking change
Because
it.
every day we wake up, God gives us another chance, right?
It's
a
a
new
choice.
day. A new day.
You know, if I don't like it today, I change the motherfucker.
I tell people I forgive myself 1,001
Every
times
day.
every day.
Forgive yourself,
Forgive
for
yourself.
making mistakes.
You're
We're
gonna do
human. We're human. We're not God. We're human. And so because we're not God and we are human, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to do things that we're not proud of. You just go into the mirror and you say, you know what? I didn't like that about myself. What is it that I learned today?
Yes.
What did I learn about this experience? What is it that I can do differently tomorrow? Right? Because you woke up, so that means you have another opportunity.
Oh,
So take that opportunity.
Yes.
And forgive yourself, because you're human.
Yes.
I'm human, you're human, she's human, she's human. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? Ladies, this show was amazing. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with my audience.
Yes, it was.
We have joked and we've had a great time. But oftentimes, our outer experience is only a representation of our inner turmoil. And we have to make sure that we are doing the work on the inside in order to make sure we're making an impact on the outside. Our biggest obstacle is unresolved trauma. If you do the inner work, discern your environment, relax, relate, and release, you may find yourself with true joy and a pleasure to be around. Thank you for joining me today on The Royal Experience. Cheers. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Please feel free to send any questions or comments to thatgirlfireball@gmail.com. And I also want to say thank you to our sponsor, Extensions and Flow Salon. Please follow her on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I promise you, her TikToks are so hilarious. They are part of this video, and we thank you for sharing. Abuse didn't define me. It was only a jewel that I added to my crown. Thank you for tuning in.